I think we're on, Ginge. Are we on? Feel like hair back, hair forward. Hello, YouTube. Finally. Got it together. Don't touch it. It's not gonna stay. Hello everyone and welcome to my first YouTube video. Feel like this is the first step to me being amazing with technology. Or maybe not. I know that many of you follow my Instagram and Snapchat accounts and know a little bit about me, but I wanted to share with you why and how I've got to this stage where I am today, which is, I think, still at the beginning of my journey. Earliest memory of just being racked with insecurities, even though I have the most rubbish memory in the world, was when I was in year 5 in primary school. So how old was I? 9. And at that time people always say, oh, that's your boyfriend, that's your girlfriend, and they're not really, it's just a boyfriend for the day. And we were on the playing field, and I remember, and this is so vivid in my head still, a boy called Ashley shouting over to my boyfriend at the time, Richard, and him saying, your girlfriend has tree trunk legs. And still to this day, when I remember that, I get really like, it triggers something like deep inside of me. I think when I was at high school, that's when I started to really gain weight, and it was the proportions in my body. I was like, I hate comparing to fruit and vegetables, but I was the ultimate pear shape, and that really bothered me. I would never wear shorts except for PE, and that was an ordeal. But I loved sports still. I loved swimming. I swam for the local swim team. I did netball, rounders, I even did shot put. Always been average at things. I had to try to be average. So in school I was kind of the C student and really had to try at that, which I did. I think that kind of feeling of not being good at anything as well really bothered me. I let it bother me. I feel like I'm telling some kind of X Factor sob story here, and it's honestly, it's not meant to be like that at all. But I think everyone goes through periods of their life where it's not too great. And mine was in the middle of high school. That year, within a few months of each other, my nanny and granddad passed away. After that, my parents divorced. I think it's only now that I realise how much that affected me, and it was through that I started really binge eating, and just turning to food as a comfort. I mean, my mum always reminds me, and this is just like something to laugh at, that I used to walk home with my friend home from school, and on the way home before my mum cooked dinner, I used to get 2 to 3 pasties from Greggs, and sometimes the chicken ones. That was a snack. And then I used to have tea. My mum used to make tea. My eating habits were awful, and weight just spiraled and a really bad phase in my head. I was just a pretty nasty person actually. After that, I went to college. I went to a college that none of my friends were at because the only thing that I pursued was arts. So I did art, textiles, photography and graphics because I just didn't really believe that I could do anything else. It was on a girls' holiday in Cyprus. There was about 8 of us, and I just remember feeling like not just the fat one, because I just want to get away from just about weight. It was the way that I felt in my head. I felt awful. I felt like I didn't fit in. I just didn't feel like I had a place. I didn't know the direction that I want to go in. The turning point, I was always at the gym at night, but I only ever went in the ladies' gym. I only ever did cardio, and that cardio was just me sitting there on the stationary bike or the cross trainer reading a trashy magazine. I remember being on just a stationary bike, pedaling away, been on there for about 20 minutes. A personal trainer approached me and he said, "What are you doing?" "I'm on the bike." He said, "Can I take you for a training session? Have you tried weights before?" And I was like, no, I am not doing weights. There is no way I am going in that area. People were grunting. I thought it'd make me look like Arnie. I just got really, really worked up about it. So anyway, after cancelling on him about 3 times, he approached me again and asked me, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do it this one time. I'm going to bite the bullet so he stops blooming pestering me. And so I did. But over time I had another session. I started gaining a little bit of knowledge about just basic nutrition. And with those subtle changes, I started noticing a difference. It was on May the 2nd, I believe, 2014, that I went to watch a bodybuilding competition. I admit I was one of those people who didn't have nice things to say about bodybuilding competitions, especially bikini girls. I was the judgmental one. Atmosphere and their presence and confidence, I wanted to be like one. I was just like, it blew me away. And when I came out of the show, I was inspired, just totally inspired. And I said, I will do that show next year. 2 weeks later, I went to the Body Power Expo one day, and I remember it being really, really busy, and that was another turning point. I felt like I belonged. I felt like this is something that I want to do, and I will do it. I feel a bit teary, I don't know why. So anyway, I started my Instagram around that time. I was still teaching full time. I had to get up and train at 4:30 in the morning every single morning, and leading up to competition I was also training in the evening. And I think that struck a chord with people, and my following kind of just steadily was going up. In the May of last year, 2015, I competed in the Northwest Championships that I went to the year before and said I wanted to do, that I was totally inspired by, and won my category. I competed a month ago, nearly no, just over a month ago at the North West Championships again, and I won for the 2nd year running. I think it's not just about my body, like I keep saying, it's about how my mindset has just completely transformed. I felt like I didn't have a goal, I didn't have a purpose, and just having that belief, taking a few risks, taking a few chances, I needed to do it, and I feel like I found something that I am absolutely passionate about and feel like I want to help others. That was really emotional. And I promise you, my YouTube will not be as emotional all the time. I feel like Ginger's been sat there. That is the life. That is how chilled I want to be. How do I get to be that chilled? So that was me, and I hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you did enjoy it, please can you press like or the thumbs up